Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd, and I love real Star Wars. Franchise closest to my heart. I will collect, protect, and preserve it until my dying days, because that's what a real fan does. You fight for the thing you love. You protect it from the usurpers. Disney Star Wars is usurper. It is not real Star Wars. It is fake Star Wars promoted by shills and fake fans who are not truly interested in the stories that George Lucas wanted to tell, that George Lucas promoted with the expanded universe. They only care about Disney Star Wars, and Disney Star Wars is complete and utter trash. Was trash, always will be trash. There is no saving grace. And with the Acolyte coming out in June, oh boy, the disaster will get even deeper, farther, faster. Because this, from everything we've heard, including the statements by Amandla Stenberg from a day or so ago, will prove again this is not about Star Wars. It's about nothing, really. It's going to be about agenda, because remember, Leslie Headland over and over again, it's queer-coded. It's made from her queer perspective. That's all they care about. But Amandla Stenberg is so excited because the show was made with her in mind. She was told all the artwork was conceptualized with my face, and Leslie was like, so I've been working on this for about 3 or 4 years for you. I don't know what I'm going to do if you don't do it. No pressure. Stenberg then said, I was sent to the moon, of course. Well, hey, it was made for you. No, you know what? It was made for you, but it wasn't probably Star Wars, because Leslie Headland doesn't know Star Wars, doesn't care about Star Wars. All she cares about is pushing the not-so-secret agenda.
Tell me, what kind of Star Wars fan are you?
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever.
But we're not done with this. In a previous interview, Headland revealed the series, which Headland has described as Frozen meets Kill Bill with Kurosawa influences. Wow, so Frozen, a soulless, empty property, meeting Kill Bill, which something isn't even remotely science fiction. Wow, I'm excited for that. So you're basically going to have a bunch of women singing and crying about their independence while killing people? Because, wow, that sounds like Star Wars to me.
So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
Is a mystery thriller that focuses on the perspective of the Sith's battle against the Jedi. Well, hey, we've already covered this in previous videos. They've basically all but admitted they're breaking Sith lore within the Star Wars lore. At this point in time, the Sith are operating with the rule of 2.5, if you count the fact that there was always the master and an apprentice, and an apprentice always has a secret apprentice, because when they overthrow the master, then they start the cycle over and over again. That's the rule of 2. In order to stop the self-inflicted wounds that the Sith were doing to themselves by constantly warring with each other with desire for power. That's why Darth Bane instituted the rule of 2. But if we're understanding what we know about this so far, that there are multiple Sith doing this, doing that, it sounds like they don't give a about George's Sith lore. Headland also teases the series featured more Jedi than any other Star Wars film or show. I don't know. The prequels had a whole ton of goddamn Jedi all over the place. You may not like it. You may not be a big fan of it, but Attack of the Clones, the battle on Geonosis, there are a lot of freaking Jedi running around there. Huh? She's never watched Star Wars in her life. She's a fake fan who only cares about her agenda.
That is why you fail.
So, although Stenberg couldn't reveal much about the Acolyte, she did divulge the series takes place in the High Republic era of Star Wars canon before the Phantom Menace. Once again, fake fans and shills must always say it takes place in the canon, because they have to constantly remind you, Disney Star Wars is canon. The expanding universe is called Legends now. You toxic nerds, you had your time. It's ours now. The canon is the real story. Sorry. If George isn't involved, it's not real Star Wars. And for the uneducated, unenlightened, he was involved in every step of the way in the EU across books, comics, and video games. Nothing happened without George's say-so. So that is real Star Wars, accompanied by, of course, the original 6 movies that George created. Everything else post-2012 is fan fiction. Say it with me again. Disney Star Wars is fan fiction that has broken lore left and right, mostly in part to the likes of Dave, not your God, not your Savior, Filoni. The context of the Star Wars universe, it's time of great peace, theoretically, Stenberg said. It's also a time of an institution, and it's a time in which conceptions around the Force are very strict. And I think what we're trying to explore within our show is when an institution has a singular conception of how power can be used, we try to provide a lot of different perspectives and answers to that question. The idea is to kind of honor the ethos of Star Wars and the ideas around the Force, and also challenge them, hopefully harmoniously. Wow, is that word salad. Yes, I understand she has to dance around the subject matter of the show. She doesn't want to spoil it for the 5 people that actually freaking care about this. But seriously, that is a lot of word salad showing you don't understand anything about Star Wars. There is no conceptions about the Force. There's light side and there's dark side. There's no gray. There's no middle ground. That is bullshit made up by fake fans for a lot of years. Doesn't work that way. As far as dealing with institutions and providing different perspectives, that's coded language for we're going to queer and agenda the hell out of this show. And if you don't like it, well, you're a racist and a bigot. Because that's what's going to happen when we dissect this show in 4 short months. And as far as we want to honor the ethos of Star Wars and ideas around the Force and challenge them, again, very clearly dissect that meaning. We're going to honor the ethos of Star Wars where we're going to pay lip service to real Star Wars for 2 seconds, but then we're going to go the route of Dave Filoni, who has butchered lore, and Leslie Headland now, who doesn't even know the lore, and we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. That's what challenge them means. We're going to do whatever we want, and we know the sycophantic stands are going to lop it up and stand there with their mouths open as Disney takes another dog shit in their mouth. This is all you need to know about what they're going to do with this. This is coded language, and if you've been at this long enough like I have, you know how to decipher it. While it's no doubt exciting to play the starring role in the upcoming Disney Plus series, Stenberg says she felt a little more trepidation than she thought she would undertaking the series' swath of backstory and its diehard fans. The real fans are gone. What you have left are stands that only care about what you are producing. They don't actually know Star Wars lore. And when they try to talk about it, it's reflected in the fact that they only talk about it when they want to promote Disney Star Wars. When she starred as Rue, a role that catapulted her into the pop culture zeitgeist, Stenberg also recounted the racist online... Oh, God. Here we go. Thank you, IGN, for creating the racism angle, because we know that's going to happen when you know the backlash, the pushback by real fans, by people like me who are going to review and rip this apart. We are all just going to be told we're racists. She says, when I reflect on it, I don't remember being very upset about it. I remember feeling that I don't give a flying fuck about those racist people think of me. I think bigots don't really bother me. Well, guess what? We're going to be ripping you apart, not because you're a black woman, but because you're probably a crap actress in this show, and the show's going to suck. This show sucking will have nothing to do with you being black and a woman. Again, woman, not playing your pronoun games. But they're going to lob the racist insults just like they tried to do with Moses Ingram, who was just a bad actress on a bad show, had nothing to do with her being black. I can't wait for the pushback of, you're just racist. That's why you don't like this show. They're setting the stage. They're setting the groundwork. The Acolyte is going to be a massive dumpster fire. It is not going to even track with the normies. They don't care about this. This isn't even involved in Mandoverse, which is the only thing they'd even guess them to go, huh? This is such a disaster in the waiting, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be glorious. Join me in June when I rip this apart. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan fake fan and SJW fifis. Hit the notification button from a video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. I love to hear from the true passionate Star Wars fan. I care what you think. I do not care what the fake fan stands and SJWs have to say, because 201... they are all cowards behind keyboards, and when they call me a racist again, that just means I found the sweet spot, the soft spot, and they are crying out from the pain of truth, facts, and logic. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos. Maybe a little shit stirring here and there. Who knows? At the Ren Nerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.